Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ninth edition of the Virtual Sunshine Tour. If you're joining us for the first time, well, where have you been? We've had an amazing 8-week run with some of the best players on tour as they went head to head on the Golf Club 2019 game. And this week we bring you the Battle of the Champions. So if you can actually expect some of the best entertainment you'll get on virtual golf. And in today's VST9, we've got 5-time winner on tour and the current Sunshine Tour Order of Merit winner, and looking very suave, Ritchie. Good afternoon and welcome, bud.
How's it?
I'm very good, man. You looking forward to the game?
Yeah, very much. I've been looking forward to it for quite a few weeks now.
Fantastic. And JC will be going up against the 2-time winner on tour, and he won the tour championship earlier in the year. Higgo, welcome to you, buddy. How you doing?
How's it, OG? I'm very well, thanks.
Fantastic. Are you excited about the game today?
I am, yeah. Yes, I don't know how my guy's gonna do, but hopefully he's on form.
Listen, I can tell you that JC's already won best dressed for the day, so he's got something already.
Flat out, 100%.
Fantastic, man. Once again, we're playing the magnificent Soweto Country Club. So if you boys are ready, let's head over to the first tee.
Perfect. Whew. I haven't been this stressed for a round of golf in a while.
Yeah, me too.
Can you feel the nerves already?
Yeah, I actually set an alarm this morning to come out
Jeez.
and practice and play, and I've been playing for 5 hours straight.
Jeez, no,
Yo,
okay.
yo, yo.
So JC, you're ready, bro.
I think we might get a course record here.
Listen, 2 under is the best score to beat so far, so let's see what you can do. The boys were asking earlier on, James Hart Dupree, well, he shot 49 when they played Royal Johannesburg, him and Wilco. So, you know what not to do, but looking forward to today's battle.
Oh, can't wait.
Does it feel like first tee jitters when you guys are on tour now?
Yeah, it does actually a little bit.
Definitely, the hands are sweating.
Yo, need to
See.
regrip my PlayStation controller.
Here we go, the first hole at the Soweto Country Club. Welcome to everyone on the stream, and if you know your mates or your family can't be with us, they can follow the match on the app, the Sunshine Tour app, or head over to the website as well, and they'll get live scoring of today's match as we play the Soweto Country Club. And this is the first hole, and here we go, boys. I hope you guys are ready. Nerves already. I can feel myself as well. So this is the first hole, and honors are mine to get us all started.
OG, you just mustn't beat me, eh?
Listen, if you watch the previous stream when I played, you'll know that. Here we go. This is it. My player kind of, he's got a few problems, so you might be safe.
Oh, we've got Kevin now playing with us here.
Exactly. So it looks like you're gonna be safe, Garrick. Don't stress, buddy.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
Welcome to Teddy. We've got Sarah who's watching on the stream as well. Michael, Marks, and Karen. Welcome to you guys. JC, you're off. Let's see how you play this one. This guy's been practicing since the morning.
So I'm gonna have to get used to not speeding up the shots there.
Yeah, please don't do that. We'd like everyone to see your entire shot. And our first lefty on Virtual Sunshine Tour.
Missed the lefty.
Yeah.
There we
It looks
go.
good.
Stripe City.
Ooh.
But it's about 100 yards behind JC, which is about accurate in real life as well.
Have you guys played together much on tour?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, we've played a few rounds together. But he's still new on tour, so I think we'll still have a lot of rounds together.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's see if I can get back on the short stuff here.
So OG, I know you're commentating, but is your job to make us look good as well? Or?
Yeah, listen, I was
I
told,
was just gonna ask.
I was given a specific brief not to beat the pros, so
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
flag
looking
hunting.
good.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oi.
Looking good.
Yes.
Nice
Oh,
one, Lefty. Do you guys
putting
play
the pressure
a
I'm
on
lot
you.
of?
impressed.
Do you do a lot of gaming much, JC?
That's pretty much all I've been doing during lockdown. That's the only thing that sort of kept me sane.
Yeah, even me. But
And
more Call of Duty and FIFA.
Yeah.
yeah, listen, we've had I think so many calls to maybe have a Sunshine Tour Call of Duty battle, and a
Oh,
FIFA as well.
beautiful.
So I think we've
That
got
would be awesome.
I think we've got enough advocates who'd love to play. So yeah, listen, we'll try organize that next.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, that would be
A
awesome.
Call of Duty match would um, be a different game. I know a bunch of guys that are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what else have you been up to during the lockdown? I know it's been difficult for you guys not being able to play. JC, besides gaming, what else have you been keeping yourself busy with?
I stayed on Ibatsi for the first 7 weeks of lockdown and managed to sneak out and go fishing once they allowed us to. Um, but other than that, there's been quite a lot of sleep, um, gaming, and hitting balls into the net every now and again. Sort of just trying to keep busy, trying to keep sane.
I can imagine. For you, Garrick, what have you been busy with during the last 3 months?
Ew. Um, Same as JC. Lots of PlayStation, sleep. Um, but fortunately, Dizalza has a little studio here where I can go and hit some balls in and go. Oi!
Ooh.
Ooh,
He
I
looks
put
a
some
bit
change on
nervous.
that
I'm
one.
gonna have to talk to this. Aye, aye, aye.
Let's see. Oh,
There we go.
solid.
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
Jeez, that was nerve-wracking.
A bit of a nervy start there.
Ew.
Okay, let's see. Oh, you kidding me?
Ooh.
Okay, tough start.
Uh,
Ooh.
nice.
There we
JC, let
go.
me take you back, man, way back. Where did the love for this beautiful game start for you? How did you start playing golf?
The first I can remember was I used to sit next to my dad when I could barely even walk. My dad would go to the range and I'd just sit and watch him hit balls. My dad was a pretty brilliant golfer up until he had a motorbike accident, and then I sort of just took over from there.
Oh, unfortunate there, man. Is he okay
Yeah.
now? Does he play much?
Yeah, he still tries to play every now and again. He had to go through a bunch of surgeries last year to get his neck and his shoulders and stuff sorted, but he's perfectly healthy now.
Ah, great news. Let's see how you navigate the second hole.
Ooh, there's a
Jeez,
bit of
I hate
wind
this
here.
hole. I've doubled this hole every single. Well, I've only played it twice. But
Have you guys been out to the Soweto Country Club itself?
no, not yet. It looks
I
nice
managed to
though.
play the pro-am there just before, I think it was SA
SA
Open.
Open, yeah.
Yeah,
And your thoughts on the course?
I thought the golf course was pretty decent. I wasn't expecting it. The golf course was in stunning condition. And I was actually quite surprised playing all these
Oi,
practice rounds
oi.
um,
Jeez.
to see how similar the golf course is to the actual golf course.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think so
Have you
many
played
people.
it, OG?
Yeah, I also played. The last time I played was just before lockdown, but I also played in that pro am as well. And I think the course. I mean, having played Soweto as well before, all the improvements, I can tell you that they've done an absolutely amazing job to actually get it looking the way it does at the moment. So, absolutely love the course and enjoyed playing there. So, Garrick, we definitely need
OG.
to get you out there to come jam with us, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'd love to play there. I wanted to, but I couldn't make it for the SA Open Pro-Am.
And for you,
Maybe you
Garrick,
gotta show us some short game skill.
this is gonna be tough. This rough is thick, bro.
So this might take a while.
Sounds like a good
Oh,
start.
that's not bad.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Look at that.
Saucy.
At least your player doesn't have the hips like mine, so you're okay.
Jeez.
And Garrick, where did the love for golf begin for you?
Also at a very young age, my dad used to play, and I just went with him, and yeah, geez, ever since I can remember, I've been playing.
And growing up, did you play any other sport, or has golf just always been it?
Yeah, I played rugby and cricket, and a little bit of tennis, but stopped with all of that when I got to high school.
Good stuff.
Oh, geez, little two club. Yo.
Yeah, good save. Good save.
First up and down.
It's turning out to be a better match than you guys thought it was going to be.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. And so, how did you then sort of decide that golf was the one for you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just really obviously enjoyed it, and I was fairly good at it. And as I became better and better, obviously you start to like it more.
Yeah.
And yeah, then it kind of just happens, eh?
You, JC, did you play any other sports growing up?
Jeez, I used to play almost everything. I used to play tennis, cricket, rugby, whatever there was to play. Sort of try to run through everything, see what I liked. And I don't know, I never felt like I really enjoyed team sports.
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with the fact that if I messed up, it affected everyone else around me, and vice versa. So, tennis and cricket really, I took a liking to, just because it was purely on you.
Yeah.
Nice tee shot there.
Nice. Jeez, OG, what's wrong with your oak?
Bro, I think he didn't sleep,
Hey?
this guy, bro. He's got problems.
Ew.
Maybe it's the effects of the lockdown, bro. He hasn't played much.
Oh,
Were you guys happy to see, obviously earlier in the week, yesterday especially, we got word finally from government that golf can finally return. I know, I think I used the net for like the first couple of weeks of the lockdown, but I quickly got bored and over it. Are you happy that golf is back now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure.
Sad that the day that we decide to have a virtual game, we actually like to go back out and play.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
What have you missed the most, JC?
The most has probably been just being outside, being able to talk to mates and have fun. Actually, that's the biggest thing I've missed, just being able to laugh at one another and talk a bunch of rubbish and just
Right.
basically just enjoy what the game has to offer.
Yeah. Garrick, would you say you probably took, I think like maybe most of us, we kind of took not just being able to play golf, but a lot of things for granted. And the lockdown has really
For
showed us how much we
sure.
love this game, eh?
For sure, yo. Just, and not just tournaments, just social golf as well, being able to play with, the people at your home club, and seeing them, as much, you don't realize how much you actually see them as well,
Yeah, I hear a lot of courses are full today, so
Yeah,
people are happy that golf is back. It was hard to try and find like a tee up time for a lot of people.
yeah.
Yeah,
Can
I
believe
heard
that.
Centurion Country Club was booked out within 5 minutes
Oh
of
my
them announcing
goodness.
that you could
Yo.
play.
Yeah, I think pretty much most clubs. Oh my guy, if he decides, there you go.
Kevin,
Jeez, I
your
try not to
battery.
look, eh? Yo.
Could be a
This is
long
not good
day.
for when we start playing again. I try and avoid playing with those type of oaks.
What do you think your game's gonna be like when you get back, Gary?
I've done quite a lot of work in the studio, yeah, so I think it'll be fine. I think it's gonna just be, um, the field shots are gonna be a bit rusty. But a standard 150 shot on a flat lie is gonna be my go-to shot.
There we go. Little Miss Yips
Get
there.
Nice.
close.
Now I know what the 19 next to your name is. It's the 19.
Spend too much time at the 19.
Yeah. And the 19 jiggles before you hit the shot.
JC, what inspired this look, bruh?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that just playing the game, I ran through quite a bunch of clothes and stuff that they had, and it takes quite a bit of time in playing to unlock a lot of the clothes. So I
Yeah,
think I was looking for something funky.
Okay.
let's see this.
Come on.
Garrick, an interesting thing I read about you is that you're actually not left-handed.
Yeah, I right-handed. Oh, I do a lot of things both. So right-handed, kick left, throw left, and then play tennis right-handed.
Jeez. So how did you decide to play
Yeah.
golf left-handed? Or was it
I
easier for
don't
you
know.
picking up a left-handed club?
It is easier. Yeah, well, I guess I picked up a right-handed one and started playing left, and then obviously, um, yeah, obviously we had to get me some left-hand clubs.
It's very interesting. Settle down. There we
That's
go.
a big key.
Jeez, these greens are running nicely, eh?
Oh man, it's like they actually like those greens at Soweto. I mean,
Yeah, I must say
did you
that
find
that
them
was
to be quite firm
pro.
when you played there, JC?
I actually found them to be pretty decent. Yeah, they were
Ach,
still firm. I think
nee, man.
that's just because they were new. But the surfaces were brilliant.
Come give me a line there, Garrick.
Got some
Hey,
testers
man.
there.
Sure.
You guys are even Stevens here after 3 holes, so
I know.
Hopefully
tight
not
match
for
this is.
long.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh,
jeez, man.
jeez. Okay.
Yo, yo, yo.
No pressure, Garrick.
Oh,
Ooh,
Solid.
one
banging
way.
it in there.
There's only one place that thing was going.
Okay, let me try. Let me try and do similar. Oh,
So that was probably the most frustrating thing. Just starting to play the game was the putting,
Yo.
hitting it to 8 foot and hitting it 40 foot past on some of those
Yeah.
short little putts.
how realistic have you found this? Like, obviously, you guys think about it a lot when you're on tour and playing, but with this game as well, just what you have to think about, the shots and everything else. How realistic have you found the Golf Club 2019?
Well, I
Yeah,
played a
that's pretty
bunch of
realistic.
I've played a bunch of the other golf games like the Tiger Woods games and stuff like that, and after a while you could shoot like 20 or 25 under par if you really
Yeah,
got going.
Yeah.
And with this, this is way more difficult.
yeah,
I
You
can
actually have
agree
to
with that.
think and make shots, and like you actually have to fiddle. You can't just stand up and just bash it.
yeah. Let's see where this goes. Oh,
Bombs.
smashed. Oh my goodness.
Jeez,
Which
like.
Give
clubs are
us a
you using,
Yo.
man?
bounce. Oh, get a
JC.
Yo,
bounce.
yo, yo.
That'll do.
Oh,
Jeepers.
monster. 327 yards. Are you playing the master
Yo.
clubs there? Okay, let's see. Hopefully my guy is over his hips. Not yet, I guess.
Yo, 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 yo.
Oh, and then he pulls it left. Stay
It's
there.
amazing how thick
Kick
the
out.
rough is on this game.
It's insane, eh?
The rough is
Yo, it
that
doesn't
long
look
at
that thick,
Soweto
but
itself as
yo,
well.
Yeah. Tell me, JC, where are you going to play your first post-lockdown round of golf?
Oh, I think probably Serengeti. Hopefully. Um, yeah, I moved to Serengeti during the lockdown now, so this will be my new home club, hopefully. And yeah, geez, like I really couldn't care less where I played. I'd play in someone's backyard if I could.
I can imagine. Garrick, where are you going to play your first post-lockdown round of golf?
well, it's gonna have to be at the Zolze,
Yeah.
but I went for an op yesterday,
Oh
and I've got
man,
another 3 days to wait. So
what?
yeah, no,
What did?
nothing serious,
Oh,
nothing
okay.
serious. It was just a little something there to take out, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, I'll be playing at the Zolze when I'm back.
Lovely.
All right, let's see. Get it stiff here. Come on,
Looking
Oh, it's
good.
looking
come
good.
on.
Calm down.
Soft
Set,
bounce.
set, set,
Oh,
set.
Ooh,
those greens are so quick.
Sure.
that's gonna be a fun putt.
Yo.
Have you guys watched any of the live golf that's back on the PJ Tour yet?
Mm. Yeah, a little
I
bit.
haven't really got a
Not
chance to
much.
know.
What did you think, Eric? I mean, it looks so different, like no spectators.
It is
Some,
weird, and it looks like the guys are playing better without spectators. I mean, Speed's playing better without spectators, that's for sure.
that's for sure, yeah.
Um,
Oh, great shot.
but yeah, it looks strange.
I mean, Sang Kang on the first round got a hole in one, and it was dead quiet. Even I don't think he
Oh,
celebrated
did
properly.
he?
Yeah,
Wow.
and there was no one there
Yeah,
to
yeah,
celebrate.
that must be weird.
So that was rather weird to see.
Yeah, I think it really takes away from the game that there aren't spectators because I mean, we're as much as we're professional sportsmen, we're actually just entertainers. I mean, without the crowds, there's not really much entertaining that gets done.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So once you guys get back on tour as well, you might have to make a few adjustments. I mean, how difficult do you think it's going to be for you guys, JC?
Well, it's not like we have a lot of spectators at most of our events. It's one of the
Ja,
things
heerlijkheid.
that makes our Africa events so fun and our bigger events is that we actually do have spectators. So I think for most of our season, it should be pretty normal. But for the bigger events, hopefully by then we'll have spectators back.
Go. Sit, sit. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the rugby in New Zealand this morning, and it's funny how weird it was to actually see spectators at a live sporting event, because like the live football in Germany and Spain that's come back, they haven't had any spectators. So to see fans watching the rugby in New Zealand felt a little bit strange, but also good to see.
Good part, OG.
Thank you.
No, nice. Okay, this is a big putt, eh? Oh, thanks.
Good stuff.
Oh.
I don't like this commentator.
Yeah, I turn him off. The commentator,
And he's like,
he's
and
broken
there's
some
your
of my
bogey.
confidence.
Yeah, this
Yo.
guy's not he's not cool, this guy. And so yeah, JC,
No,
there you go, 3-shot lead after 4 holes.
sure.
Garrick, don't listen to the commentator. You gotta put in the fight back here. As you go down
No,
to
I
this
will. I will. I'm
par
gonna
four
give it a
fairway.
go.
Ooh, this is a good little hole.
This is a good hole. How would you play this normally then, JC?
Um, in the game, I've been just feeding a little driver between the bunkers, but I think in real life I'd be just short of the bunkers, leave myself in the mid iron, and yeah, um, no need to take on those bunkers unless it's down when you can carry them.
Nice. Garrick, you had quite a colorful amateur career.
Hmm.
First of all, I mean, I need to ask you
Yeah.
about this. This was a huge one. What was it like playing Junior President's Cup and you guys sort of making history there with the first one? Just take
Oh,
us
that
through the
was
process. I
awesome.
mean, first qualifying for the team and everything else. Just how was it?
It was awesome. It about a year before that we got notified that that there was going to be a Junior Presidents Cup, and as soon as they said that, it was a goal of mine to make that team. But it was weird because it's so difficult, with the amateur, the WAGA ranking. You never know really how it works, and if you're gonna better your points or whatever. Um, so it's always stressful, not kind of not knowing if you're gonna be in, and then but as soon as I started playing well, and I was in the top four. It was a good feeling, and it was awesome to play against the Americans in America. They are extremely good, and I give it to them. But I think it's good for the President's Cup to have a junior thing going on, because hopefully, if all goes well, all the guys that were in the Junior President's Cup team, one day at least a few of us will play together again, and that'll make it feel like more of a team environment. Whereas now, the guys now haven't really played with each other in a team ever. So.
And just getting to the tournament and you guys obviously getting to mingle as well with the bigger boys as well. What was the experience like itself?
Oh, that was awesome. I walked a lot with Brandon and Louis. Also watched a bit of Adam Scott's game. But it was also, I met Tiger for the first time there.
What was that like?
Watched DJ on the rain. He was cool. He was the assistant captain that week. So he was super busy. But I don't know, it's just awesome to see those guys on the range, hitting balls, and they do exactly what we do, and it's nice to see that they're also human.
Yeah, that's cool. Garrick, if you can just check your video there for me, it's kind of dropped a little bit. So
Yeah,
just check it out. Try to
sorry.
fix that for me quick.
Okay, let me check here quick. I'm gonna have to. I don't know why my
Cool.
video is gone. I'm gonna have to rejoin the link if that's fine.
All right, cool. Settle.
Uh, is that good? Is that better?
Happiness. That's cool. Thanks, brother.
Okay.
And I'm sure obviously it gave you that, feeling that you'd one day, I'm sure, want to take part for the senior team as well.
For sure, yeah. It just obviously gives me more motivation knowing that, obviously I made that team, and now it's a goal to make the big one.
Yeah.
Oi, that's a bit firm.
JC, during your amateur career, I mean, when was the moment when you knew that this is actually what I want to do as a profession and decided to turn pro?
I didn't have much of
Oh,
an amateur career. I wasn't very good
jeez.
as an amateur, uh, and I didn't really know if I was good enough to play up until I started playing IGT, and
Good
did
recovery.
well my
Thank
first.
goodness.
Yeah, did first my first few IGTs I played. Um, Managed to get a bunch of top tens and felt like I was good enough to play.
Yeah.
And when I eventually won my first one, I felt like this was something I could do. And after I won my second one, most of the times I think when guys win their first event, they think it might have been a fluke or
Yeah.
it's a strange feeling. So when you win your second one, it's like maybe I'm good enough to do this.
Tell us about those feelings that you went through. I mean, winning that first one. Obviously, it says yes, I can obviously compete at this level. But what were the emotions like just going through that win?
Well, my first one on tour, I never thought I could win. That week, that week there was hardly ever a thought, apart from before I teed off,
Yeah.
that I could win the event, making a nine, I think it was on the first hole, and being 7 over after 7 holes. That at that
Jeez.
point you don't really ever think about winning the tournament. That's mostly about trying to get off the golf course and hopefully not shoot 90 or something silly.
Yeah.
And to come back and win the tournament from that was like life changing for me. I think that gave me a whole lot of confidence, and I think that set me up for pretty much where I am today.
Nice. Garrick, we see like quite a few guys choosing not to go the US college route. But you went to
Mm.
Nevada. Was it a difficult decision to make, or you felt that's the path you needed to take?
Um, it was something I really wanted to do. Just because you watch the PJ Tour, you hear the guys playing college golf, and um, it was just a dream of mine. And I played the US Junior and US Am in 2016, and then got an offer to go to UNLV, and it was a full scholarship, so I took it because then it's not that expensive. Um, but yeah, it was something I definitely had to experience just because it was something I've always dreamed of doing.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it didn't last as long as I wanted to. But it all happened for a reason. And now I'm back here playing professionally, which is also obviously what I want to do. So
Yeah, and obviously the competition there is fierce as well. I mean, how did it prepare you for life on tour?
it prepared me well. I think the best thing about it was playing and practicing on a lot of difficult courses. We had two TPC courses that we could practice on every day. And we also practiced on Shadow Creek, which is extremely difficult. Um, and spending a year there practicing on those courses and playing on Olympia fields and courses like that, it definitely made my average score better by playing on those difficult courses.
Yeah.
So, oh shit.
Oh no.
Oof, that's horrible.
Aye, aye, aye.
This rough is tough, eh? Yo.
Ew. And it doesn't look like it, eh?
No, visually doesn't.
Jeez, like.
And Garrick, were you surprised by sort of how quickly you got your first win in Sun City once you got on tour?
Yeah, I was definitely surprised. I played really well just before Q school and then played well at Q school. And then obviously, not many, I mean, I don't know how many guys expect to win in their first event, but it was definitely a surprise. Oh, not in the first event, in their first season. Um, so, but yeah, I played well in Zambia. The one that JC won, I finished third, and that kind of gave me a bit of confidence. To say, I can compete. Obviously, I wasn't expecting to win so soon, but just yeah, it worked out so well. The way I was playing, and then yeah, but it was very unexpected.
Yeah. And then after that win, I mean, we heard JC talk earlier about how you kind of want to get that second one just to prove that it wasn't really a fluke. Um,
For sure, I can agree with that. Also because it was, I don't know, it's the way that everyone that's going to win more than once is someone that has a drive to win. So you're always going to want to
What?
win more if you've won the first one.
yeah.
So
What are we doing here? Kevin.
Yeah, I was actually
nice.
secretly hoping that this rematch between myself and Garrick was at Sun City.
So you can turn things around.
uh,
Yeah.
I'm happy it's not, because my virtual player isn't so lacquer.
He's disappointing you. Well, there we go. Let's see how
Yo,
this we're standing now. Oh, 5 shot lead there for JC. We're running out of holes
jeez.
there quickly, Garrick. We need to get a move on, bro.
OJ, I think you need to take over my guy.
You've seen my guy, right? He's he's having a rough time.
OG,
Yeah.
you're not doing too badly, eh?
I'm actually surprised.
Yo.
This morning I shot like 7 over or something. So
I
maybe I
think you
need
guys are
these
all
years.
lying because apparently you guys are playing a lot worse than you are now.
Oh, listen, practice didn't make perfect here, but the way I practiced was so horrible. Let's see how you. This is a long hole, and even at
Oh
Soweto,
no!
it needs to come
I couldn't
down.
believe this. Is this hole really this long in real life,
It
eh?
is so long. JC, what were you guys heading into this part three at the pro?
Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get to this hole because we rained out in
Oh,
the
you
pro.
played the afternoon field.
Yeah, I played the afternoon field and I started on the back nine.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty long, and usually it's like directly into the wind, so it makes it a lot tougher.
Sure.
Um, I mean, even on the game, sometimes you have to hit driver here.
Ooh, looking
Get up,
good.
go,
Big
go!
bounce.
Go.
Oh, are you
Ah,
kidding me?
Oi.
this is our first bunker shot for the day.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, time to send this one on its way. You're right.
Driver.
Going big.
But
When's the last time you hit driver on a par 3, Garrick?
yo, long time ago. Is it that?
Settle. JC, what's your favorite
Aye,
course
man.
on tour that you guys get to play?
Oh, wow. My favorite golf course um, is. Ooh, it's a tough one. For me, it's between Zimbabwe, um, Royal Zim, and then St. Francis Links.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, those two golf courses have, I don't know, something about St. Francis just makes me feel like I'm not even in my own country. It feels like I'm on a different planet playing golf there.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. And then obviously winning at my first event at Sim, that place is always going to be special to me.
Let's see what Garrick does here.
Yeah.
Going for the flop.
Yeah. Come down.
Get
Wait.
some spin.
Oh,
Oof.
trying to go for a little bit of a slam dunk there.
These greens are still firm. Garrick, what's your favorite courses to play on tour?
It's got to be Sun City number one.
We know why.
Um, and then I really enjoyed Karen Country Club.
Yeah.
That is nice. Um, and obviously I like Serengeti as well. But
You know why too?
yeah, even both the Zambian courses was nice.
Yeah.
Lusaka and Kitwe. Kitwe was obviously a very difficult course, but yeah, I enjoyed most of the courses, which
Run
was
it
quite a
out.
Oh
good
my
first
There
week.
goodness.
we
Oh,
go.
JC.
yo, JC
You're running away with it.
Ritchie is on fire. I have to get a couple lessons after this.
Oof, yeah, we need to go for
Wait,
some lessons.
I was actually
yeah.
stressing before today because I didn't know if Garrick had the game, and I know he plays PlayStation, so felt like I
No,
needed to
yo.
practice and get ready.
JC, how stressful was that tour championship for you? Obviously, knowing that that tournament was big because yourself and Daniel were in the running for the Order of Merit win. Just playing that entire week. I mean, what was it like for you?
Geez, everything leading up to that week was so draining. Trying to stay in contention, trying to keep ahead of Donny at Cape Town and Limpopo and Dadata. So those tournaments drained me. When I got to Serengeti, I had hardly any energy. I think the Tour Championship was my 16th event in 20-week stretch,
You.
Yeah.
leading up to a champ. So I was mentally and physically just tired. So um, after my second round where I struggled, my brain actually I felt like I just left my body, and I felt like I didn't have control of what I was doing, and that was a really tough week for me. It was probably the toughest week of any week throughout the year.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
Sure, I can imagine.
this lockdown has actually been pretty awesome for me. I loved the first 5 or 6 weeks of lockdown.
Yeah.
Um, just being able to rest
Yeah,
and
even me.
sleep. Um, but I think the last 5 or 6 have been a bit of torture.
For all of us.
Yeah,
Garrick, I mean, there was like about 4 or 5 of you guys in contention heading into that back nine at the Tour Championships, but you looked like you were in so much control. And I think, things turned quite a bit there at the 16th. But what was your mindset heading into that? Because you just looked so calm on that back nine.
Yeah, geez. I was hitting the ball really well that week. And then the first 2 days just didn't get the putter going. But then the last 2 days I really, really putted out of my shoes. And well, like most people would know, when you putt well, the rest of your game also just feels very easy. So there wasn't pressure. I didn't have a lot of pressure to hit it close because I felt like I was gonna make most of my putts. Um, and that obviously helped me to stay calm and um, yeah, it helped me to close it out.
Tell me about that shot into the 16th. The approach shot was magical.
Yeah, so I remember telling Taps on the 15th because I didn't know Tristan Lawrence hit it in the bush and
Hmm.
um, you know did what he did. Because I made bogey on 15 and I missed three short birdie putts on the 3 holes before that. So I kind of thought that I was falling behind. And I'd said to Taps, look, if we're gonna want to have a chance at winning, we're gonna have to finish eagle birdie birdie at least. I
Yeah.
mean, because 17 short, 16 short, and then obviously you can birdie 18, but maybe not Sunday.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, when I made the eagle, I still didn't know that what Tristan did. So that was kind of just one of the steps of trying to, finish well. And then I only realized when we finished the 17th hole that um, Tristan tripled 16. And then it was me and Hayden up there, and he was just as surprised.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool. We've got a couple of people that are joining us obviously on the stream. Karen saying, "Go boys! Can't wait to watch you guys out on the course." Byron saying, "Good luck to you guys." Nikki, welcome to you guys. Saying, "You're looking great there, JC," and she enjoyed the previous birdie putt you sunk. And we even got Israel Ikani, who I think is probably our first viewer from Nigeria. So welcome to you, Ikani. It's great to have you here. The Valbota wants to know if you circle a biki da, Eric.
ek doen man, jessie. Kan jy my net 'n bietjie help nie? Ew.
I actually wanted to ask Eric a question about his win at Tour Champs, which was fantastic. I mean, the golf that you guys played that week was ridiculous. And just the 18th, I know he made the eagle on 16 was brilliant, but how big was the par on 18 for how tough
Ew.
18 was playing? I
It
remember
is
hitting
massive.
pinning a driver and pinning a forehand, um, and
Yeah.
stressing. I mean, like that for me was the toughest shot of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, it was, yes, just where I was for my third, that little chip shot. I thought it was going to be easy walking up there. Um, Oei, man. Yeah, okay. But for some reason, I thought that because I had a bit of a tough line in the rough, and I said to Taps I was just gonna aim it right side and take my fall.
Yeah.
Yes, but then when I got up there, the slope and the wind and the water and the lie, yeah, it didn't look very favorable. And then when I hit it to like 2 foot, I was so happy I didn't have a 7 footer.
Yeah, that wind was
Yeah.
treacherous going into that week. I mean, I don't know how you guys
Yeah.
did it, but yeah, it was really, really treacherous. Listen, Garrick, I don't know what you need to do here, but
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
just
get this one in the hole.
you might have to bomb this one into the hole, or otherwise, JC's just gonna have to have a proper meltdown here for us to catch him.
Yeah, I know. It was good to spectate you guys.
And tell me, guys, I think obviously you guys had plans of, going out on the challenge tour as well this year. Obviously, the COVID-19 has kind of like thrown everything up in the air. But what are you guys hoping to do once travel opens and you guys are able to get to Europe as well? JC, I'll start with you.
Well, yeah, it'll be nice just to have a calendar to work off. I can't wait to get out. It looks like our Sunshine Tour might not be playing for another while, and seeing that Europe's starting out, hoping to get a few invites, and yeah, hopefully the Challenge Tour also gets started soon. Maybe we'll have one or two events just before the end of the year. Yeah, any event right now would be amazing. I think I'd do anything to be able to just get out and play some events.
Yeah. Garrick, I know you are also
Yeah,
hoping
I
to head
agree
out
with
to a
that.
few tournaments. I mean, how is this thrown off your schedule for the year?
Yeah, especially JC and I both started well on the challenge tour, with the co-sanction events that we've had so far. It's a bit of a bummer for both of us that, this thing had to happen now. Um, but yes, yeah, I can't wait to just play in anything. I mean, I'd even put down a little bit of money and we can just go and have a small tournament or,
Yeah.
whatever. Um, but I've heard a couple of rumors that there might be, some co-sanctioned European and challenge events, but there's nothing official yet, on the challenge tour side. So yes, I don't know. It's all in the air.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Banker, come
Oh, get out!
on.
Oh,
Oi.
JC just needs to get this on the green, I guess.
I've
Yeah,
been fiddling
big
with this shot
pressure.
the entire morning. I've been trying to pinpoint the second shot to the screen, and it's been driving me crazy.
Let's see what you do now.
I might just. Oh no!
Oh, come join me in the
Oof.
beach.
Uh,
Oi, oi. Doesn't look like they raked that one well.
Listen, you can't use the rakes during COVID-19.
I've got to
Oh
use that
no,
foot rake.
don't pull it.
Yeah.
Sit.
Oh, bye.
Yes, I gotta check the ball that this oak's playing. It looks like he's playing a Pinnacle Gold or something. There's no spin.
Nothing.
Ew.
Even his bunker shots are a bit tricky on this game.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a bit
Oi.
Well, it
hot.
sounded nippy.
Okay, let's see what we can do here.
Okay.
Chip it in, just for
I'm gonna
good
have to.
measure.
Okay. Oh.
Settle.
Ay, ay, ay.
Let's see. Jeez, my guy with the hips doesn't help here.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
That
no.
sounded a fraction
Oi.
ski.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. That was
In the
horrible.
teeth.
Okay, let's see. What is he doing here? Jeez, this is. The yips make it so difficult. Go down, sit, settle, something, do something. Come on.
Yo.
This guy can only
It's
punt.
strange.
That's the only time he was in the games.
It's strange how you have yips with everything and not with the putter.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was wondering the same thing.
Garrick, I imagine you'll be going out to practice quite a bit often. What do you think your schedule is going to be like heading into the new week?
EST. OG, I'm gonna put a mattress down on the range and I'm gonna doze and wake up and play and
It sounds like a good
feel like
idea.
I feel like an introvert now.
Yeah.
Can't wait to just be outside and not worry that the police is gonna come and catch me.
Yeah, that's true. Yourself, JC, I imagine you'll put in a bit of practice as well this week. Or just play.
Yeah,
That's freedom.
yeah, I just want to get
Oh,
playing. I told someone the other day, I said, I just want to be able to make a birdie again, like one of those really like satisfying birdies where you hit it to, not like you hit it to give and tap it in, like you hit like a brilliant shot with a 5 iron and
Nah, that's cool.
make it 10 or 15 footer.
Listen, you made 3 birdies today, which is actually great because for every birdie made during Virtual Sunshine Tour, the tour donates some food packages to Feed SA. So, yeah, let's say congratulations to
awesome.
you, JC Ritchie, winning
Yeah, well done.
VST9. Put on quite a
Awesome.
good show. 3 under par to finish. I'm 3 over, and yeah, Garrick at 5 over. Garrick, let me start with you. I guess you'd like to say your congratulations to JC.
Yeah, well done, JC. You had Barmurkspeel. Thanks, OG, for beating me as well. Looks like I'm gonna have to do some practice here and outside.
Listen, park a mattress next to the PlayStation there.
Yeah.
JC, congratulations winning VST9. You must be happy.
Awesome, thanks. Yeah, I've been looking forward to it. Garrick, thanks for coming out. OG, you guys, Courtney, everyone, thank you guys for all the effort you guys put in. It was good fun.
Fantastic. Thanks to you guys for making yourself available.
Awesome.
Would like to say a word of thanks as well while we're here to Golf RSA. Thank you for all the hard work you guys have been doing. The guys at PGASA, Ivano, and your guys as well. Everyone who's been involved in the conversations with government to get golfers out there. I know everyone's been very frustrated over the last 3 months, but let's all go back cautiously, keep safe, and make sure that you maintain social distancing and just wash your hands and follow all the rules when you go out to your local club. And continue to follow us on the Sunshine Tours social media pages to see what we've got next and who will be going up in VST10. And make sure you subscribe while you're on the YouTube channel. And we'll see you again next week. Cheers, everyone.
Awesome. Cheers.
Awesome.